I go, now you have your option. You can stay here, face these cops, you little bastard. You could be a coward and run off. Okay, so today's truck story kind of talks about when I first got started truck driving. Hopefully it sounds kind of funny to you guys, because I thought it was funny when it happened. But I have to give you some of the backstory on why I was in the situation I was in. So first, when I started driving semis, I was only going to do the OTR truck driving for like a year. And I'd come off of driving dump trucks for a landscaping company. And I think it was like November of, I have to say it was like November of 08. Yeah, it was November of 08. I had gotten laid off from driving dump trucks for this landscaping company in Fairfield, California. And I got notice I was going to get laid off on like a Tuesday. And I needed work. And I called Swift Transportation. By the time I got through all the background testing and all that stuff, it was pretty much the beginning of December. I went and did my training and around Christmas. And by the time I got done with the training period of OTR truck driving, it was February. Yeah, right around February. Now, when I went to my orientation in the beginning of my trucking career with Swift, I had a guy sit next to me. His name was Tom. And when I got done doing my driver training part for van trucks, and this time I was driving the big Swift van trucks, I went and did my my sign-off thing, and the guy I was sitting next to in my orientation class was Tom. And when we got cleared to drive on our own, we also got told that because of the collapse of the economy, they had a ton of semi-trucks sitting around the yard. So I had to run team in order to get out faster and start making some money. It wasn't good money, but I was making something. Thank God at that time I wasn't married and had really no obligations financially other than like my phone. I actually only had like a cell phone bill. I think insurance for my car or something. But anyways, so that's the backstory of how I got into this situation. Now, we were running teams, and I can't remember what we were hauling, but I remember we were driving through Louisville, Kentucky. Was it Louisville? Yeah, it was Louisville, Kentucky. It was the airport and stuff. Anyways, and I was asleep in my semi, and it was kind of like early evening, probably around 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I get called up to the front of the truck by my co-driver, and he was a lot older than me. I think he was about 30 years my senior, and he was having some problems with his stomach. We had stopped and had some food that wasn't agreeing with him, and it was an emergency, have to find a restroom situation. So we're cruising down the interstate, and we're looking for anywhere possible to go and use a restroom. And I look off to this side. I go, well, there's I think it was like a 7-Eleven or Circle K. There's a convenience store right over there, but I don't think we can get a semi in there. He didn't care. Boom. He goes flying off well, not flying, but he drives off on the off-ramp. And this road that we come down onto has a median down the middle and has 2 frontage roads. And we come down, we get into the far left lane, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to get to the gas station. And he didn't care, we're just going to go for it. And he flips down the road, and then he sees a frontage road that comes back around, and he can get back up on the interstate. Two things are wrong with this situation. It's a residential neighborhood that we're in, and unlike the West Coast, once you get out there into Kentucky and stuff, they have overhead power lines. And I tell him, dude, there's overhead power lines. I don't think we should go in there. We're going to hit all those power lines. Dude, don't go in there. He didn't care. He goes in there. He had to use the restroom, and it was like emergency, have to do this. So he goes flying up onto this frontage road, parks in front of a couple houses. And I'm freaking out because I'm afraid we're going to get a ticket. So I sit up in the driver's seat, and my personal mission is if a cop comes, I'm trying to explain to him what the hell is going on. And I really don't know at this time that there's a way out at the end. And there's all I know is we might have to back this truck up somehow and go off onto that side road and tee off and then get out of here. So I'm trying to maintain a position of where no one is going to encapsulate or block in this semi. And I'm looking in the mirror, and this POS car, I think it was if I remember right, it's like a blue Camry, like an early 90s POS blue Camry comes flying up behind us. He parks right behind us. And being the young buck, I was like 26, 27 at the time. Thought I was invincible, didn't give a crap. Nothing's gonna hurt me attitude. But I see this guy come flying up, and I throw my pants on because I'm gonna go out and tell him, get the hell out from behind. Hey, tell him what's going on, get the hell out from behind the truck. So I get my pants on, and just as I'm getting my pants on, put my shirt on, and I look in the back and I see the driver's door open, and he goes, he goes running off towards a bus stop. I'm like, first thought goes through my head, this guy has just parked his car behind my semi, and he's going to a bus stop. He's going to leave this car here, and there's no way we can get out. So I go running over to this bus stop, and I get over there, and he's some white gangbanger guy. And I go, and he's in there, and he's tagging the bus stop. That's what he's doing. He's putting his gang symbol on this bus stop. And I hate taggers. Oh, they piss me off. And I come up, and I go to tell him, hey, dude, can you move your car? And I see him spray painting the bus stop. And I'm like, oh, you little son of a bitch. And I just lunge out, not thinking of the consequences at the time. I probably wouldn't do this now, but I grab this little bastard in a headlock and kind of get him in that lock like this. I'm like, I hate goddamn taggers, you son of a bitch. And this guy's like, hey man, don't hurt me, man, don't hurt me. And just by some happenstance of God, in the distance I hear a patrol car siren, like a cop car siren, going off. And I said, did you hear that? That's the cops. They're coming for you, little bastard. They're going to put you in jail. And I got you dead to rights for tagging. And I go, now you have your option. You can stay here, face these cops, the little bastard. You could be a coward and run off. He goes, please, man, don't hurt me. Please, man, I can't go to jail. I'm like, oh, you should have thought of that. And there was some words said that were pretty profane, so we're not going to repeat that. So I get this guy scared as all hell. He thinks he's going to prison or something. He's freaking out. I go, no, go move your car. Get the hell out of here before the cops get here. That's your only chance. So this guy, lickety split, goes flying off, and he goes running up, gets in his car, And I don't know if he realized that his car was parked behind my semi truck, but he slams that sucker in gear and stomps down on the gas and slams the car straight into the back of the semi. He took the whole car out with the DOT bar, and he didn't give three craps. He's just like, oh my God, I'm going to prison, I'm going to prison. And he's freaking the hell out, puts that car in reverse, backs the hell up on the street, hits the corner, peels out, goes crazy. He's driving like a crazy man. He's gone. And I go laughing. I go walking back up to my semi, and I park in the seat, and I'm just laughing my ass off. My partner comes walking out from the bathroom. Goes, "What the hell was all that?" So I give him a breakdown of what kind of happened, and he goes, "All right, well now we got to get out of here." And then we had to do the exercise of trying to get the semi truck out of that frontage road. And at that time, thank God, we had a broom. And I had to stand on the back of the truck. And as he came up to a power line, it would go up the cowl of the truck, and it would fall down between the truck and the front of the trailer. So because of that, broom and lift the power line over to the top of the truck, and we go to the next one and hit the next one. And I think all in all, it probably took us 20 minutes to get off that road. But that's the time I stopped a tagger in Louisville, Kentucky. So, yeah, that's the trucker story for today. All right, thanks for watching.